Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. And it doesn't end, does it, eh? Even when he goes off on a jolly jaunt and he asks his mates to come off the bench and stand in when he's giving Natasha the good news in some foreign place called Milan. I think, is that Spain or Italy? Is it? Can't bear the Italians. Slanty, little black slanty eyes. Oh, sorry, that's italics, isn't it? I get confused. Anyway, he's over in Milan with the lovely, the love of his life, Natasha, and I'm very, 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 very happy for him. And he's a very lucky man, that's all I'm saying. Lucky you met someone with bad eyesight, Jim. Anyway, I'm here today with the beard. I look a bit like Graham Norton. And it's me, Bobby Davro, yes. The real Bobby Davro. It's not a tribute act. It really is me, Bobby Davro, the only entertainer from the 80s that hasn't been arrested. Yeah, well, you wouldn't join in, you come to rehearsals. So where is Mr. Davison? Where is the general I hear you ask? Well, he has. He's buggered off to somewhere. It is Milan, is it Milan? He must be having a great time. It's really... I'm a bit jealous. I shouldn't really be jealous, really, should I, really? Because I'm not doing too bad myself. As it happens, I had my first threesome last night. 2 no-shows. Does that count? Yeah. Anyway, the first time he met her, funny enough, he reminded me because he said, Ian Bombs, he said, going out on the new screens now. I said, who is it? Natasha. I want to have a look at a photograph, and he showed me a photo. He said, look at this is Natasha. He said, look, she's gorgeous. I said, well, I looked at the photo. I said, if you think she's gorgeous, Jim, you should see my new girlfriend. He said, is she gorgeous? I said, no, she's an optician. You know, an old gag alert. Natasha's going to be my 6th wife. I said, she wouldn't be my first choice, to be honest. I did that about Michelle. I do about all his wives, really. It makes sense, doesn't it, eh? Repetition. But she's gorgeous, and I'm very, 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 very happy for you both. So just fine. Happiness isn't about getting what you want. It's about enjoying what you have. So go and enjoy giving her the good news in Milan. Ciao, baby, ciao. I have been dating on the dating scene. I have got a new girlfriend, and she just takes my breath away. She's inflatable. And my new girlfriend, I'm going to stick a few gags in here, right? My new girlfriend, she thinks I'm a stalker. Well, she's not my girlfriend yet. She's a lovely girl, suffers from epilepsy, but talk about fit. Can we get away with that one? Is that a bit, too soon? She's a real stunner, works in the abattoir. And I'm going on a date next week. Listen, this is true, right? I'm going on a date next week, right, with a woman who identifies as a wheelie bin. And I'm very worried because I can't remember if I got to take her out Wednesday or Thursday. Right, should we stop with the jokes? Anyway, what's been happening in the news? This is meant to be a topical news thing, isn't it? I don't know. All I've had is the toast and everything. It'll come back from Milan. There won't be a slice of bread left in the kitchen there. Debbie's made me coffees and everything, and I've got it here in my screw you mug. Screw you. I'm going to put their little receipt there for a bit of commission, I think. How many of you shifted to these? About thousands of them. Jeez. Coffee's cold, sorry. Right, I'm not going to be too controversial here. Look at this, I'm cleaning up. We did have a cleaner here at Ustream. She was an Eastern European cleaner, but we had to get rid of her. Took her 5 hours to hoover up. 5 hours, yeah, she was a Slovak. Now, run around for me, will you? Basically, I'm just going to talk about sport in this little bit on Ustream, on YouTube, isn't it? Because then, in a while, we're going to do this. In a while, Crocodile, and then we're going to go to Ustream where I can sort of discuss other things which are a little bit more dodgy. But we're going to start about sport because it's been a fantastic weekend for sport. Anthony Joshua, I mean, I don't know if I stayed up till 12 o'clock to watch the fight. I mean, it always feels a bit of an anticlimax because he went out and he walloped that bloke. What was his name? It was the Nanu. Wow, it was Nanu, wasn't it? Gananu. That was it. Francis Gananu, and he was fantastic. Anthony Josh Stick, he was fantastic. He knocked him down 3 times. I said, if you hit him any harder, you would have had to pay to get back in. Apparently, he started to come round, right? This is the Francis Nanu. Can't stop doing Robin Williams. Wow, no, mate. So it's Kenneth Williams. He looked through the ropes when he was knocked down, and he recognised the face in the crowd. It turned out it was his. I was a bit disappointed in his performance, and I spoke to him after the fight. I told Francis, I told him exactly what I thought. I said, Francis, you were dreadful, mate. You couldn't punch your way out of a paper bag. You couldn't knock the skin off a rice pudding, you. You were knocked down so many times you must have had a cauliflower arse. I fucking told him. I don't know what he said because I put the phone down. I didn't talk about, you know. Anyway, congratulations, HRJ. You were brilliant. Well done to you. Now, another great victory, of course, if you're a rugby fan, like I am, England beat the Irish, the Paddies, and it was so close and so exciting. And we won in the last minute, 23-22, from a drop goal from Marcus Smith. Is it Marcus Smith, the good-looking one? He's really scrummy, no pun intended. No, he's really not only a drop goal, he was drop dead gorgeous because my daughters like him, and he's hunky lad, really good looking. I think there might be a picture of him coming up in a minute. And then, of course, to top the weekend, the great Spurs had a great result yesterday. 4-0 against Villa. 4-0. Hey, Jim, Charlton 0. Don't worry, though. Charlton will be in Europe next year if there's another war. But my team, 4-0 against the Villa, which means we could finish in the top 4 international football at the new stadium. Don't knock it, don't knock it. There's only one thing wrong with the stadium, apparently. The seats face the pitch, but I'm not really good. Son was the man of the match. Now, Son, he's a brilliant player. I think he's one of the greatest we've ever had. South Korean, yeah. And he scored 159 goals now for the mighty Spurs, and he becomes the joint 5th top goal scorer of all time behind Cliff Jones. No, he's not boring. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Where's South Korean lad? Screw He's got a long way to go, though, catch up Harry Kane, isn't he? Because apparently Harry Kane, he's leading goal scorer. I think he's got somewhere nearly 300, 280, 300 goals for Tottenham, and he's doing well out in Bayern Munich as well. I think he's knocked in another 2 at the weekend, and he's got about 30. I think he's leading goal scorer out there. But I was a little bit disappointed because when he left Spurs to go to Bayern Munich, over at the Lundesberg or whatever it's called, I bought his car off him. But you didn't know that, did you? Bought his Range Rover. Yeah. No, don't like it. It's got no cup holders. Knocking my own team. And talking of great footballers that played for Spurs, I went a couple of weeks ago to see my old mate, Gazza. Yes, we're going to talk about Gazza. It's all in the news, apparently. And he was fantastic. There's a little picture of me and him there. I'm the one with the beard, just in case you get confused. And he was brilliant. He just did like an hour of non-stop jokes and talking about his career. And if you get a chance, go and see that man. He's a terrific footballer. And of course, he's just recently declared that he's a millionaire again. Apparently so. He's just taken all his empties back. Sorry, Paul. But there you go. Now, enough about the sport. If you want to have some other conversation, I think we're going to talk about the Oscars, maybe. We're going to talk about that funny film with the, was it Oppenheimer? We're going to talk about films, and then we're going to give some people some birthday mentions. And we're going to talk about Mother's Day, which was yesterday. So come across to Ustream, get your subscription sorted. I don't know how much it is. How much is it, Harley? $4.79 a month. And it's worth it, isn't it? $4.79. Yeah. What do I pay? Mind you, you can get Pornhub for nothing. Yeah. I watch a lot of that now. I've had to buy a left-handed mouse. I think Jim had that gag off me. I can't remember which ones. Well, I nicked so many jokes of his and he's nicked so many jokes of mine. Might as well be just one person. We never see us in the same room together. Anyway, come over to Ustream and I'll get going on some other topics.
Jethro is back with his hilarious jokes and skits.
What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Of course, outlaws are wanted.
Jethro, Off the Wall, streaming now only on Ustream.